Hello Pisces. This is your reading for February. I see Pisces in deep waters this month. Deep, profound waters. And you know, water is your element. You are the fish. But it's probably a very emotional period for you, and I think it's gonna be for the most of the year. This month we have not just 2 or 3 planets, but we have in total, counting the sun and the moon, we have 6 planets in your 12th house, in Aquarius. But what happens is that this house, Pisces, it's your house. The 12th house is the house of Pisces, no? In the origins of astrology. So when all these planets are actually touching the basis of who you are, no? But in the level of, let's say, when everything that has been hidden from us or past, yes, a lot about the past coming back this month. And you know, as I said, it's probably gonna be a subject that will remain for the rest of the year with some ups and downs, but Pisces comes from a period where you probably have been moving around a lot, and when I'm saying moving, I don't mean necessarily physically moving, but maybe you were working a lot, collaborating a lot with a lot of people. You were exchanging information, messages with a lot of different circles of people. And now Pisces is in the moment where maybe you are looking for some solo time here. The moon, the first arcana that came out for your reading. And we have a new moon tomorrow, the 11th of February, that is coming in this 12th house. So, or you had been experiencing this energy already, and I think that if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, or strong Pisces, or you relate to Piscean energy, I think that you had been experiencing this energy already for some time. It's like you had been subconsciously preparing yourself for this. And for you, this energy is not uncomfortable because it's you. It's that water element that represents you, that helps you out to go through this. It's this psychic awareness. And you know, having this new moon in your 12th house is when all these things that we experienced in the past and maybe that were hidden from even our own self, no? Maybe for a long time you were feeling in a way, or you know that you experience in your life situations that constantly repeat themselves, like patterns. And that at the end you realize that why I do this way, why I experience this kind of relationships. You know, you're also gonna have a full moon by the end of the month in your 7th house. So maybe there is something here that has been kept hidden. The moon energy is an energy that talks about things are not being yet clear. Things are being hidden, maybe. And you know, we have a Mercury retrograde this month, So maybe all this information and all this movement that, or maybe you were planning to short travel. I mean, Mars and Uranus in your third house, short trips. And you know, we have an important alignment, I mean, a square, an aspect of a square between Uranus with Jupiter first, and at the same time coming with the big Saturn. So yeah, these are like the most difficult squares that we can experience in astrology, no? So maybe you were planning on traveling, or you were planning on doing some projects here, and maybe what is happening right now is that there are gonna be some complications here that maybe will put in a pause these plans. Maybe you were starting to learn something new here, Pisces, something that maybe you were learning a new technique, or you started being interested in esoteric things. No, I mean, all this activation of your 12th house, it's kind of like calling you to be more interested in things of the occult. And you know, maybe you could tell me, well, you know, I mean, I'm Pisces, but I really don't care about these things. Well, I mean, you're looking at this video right now. So maybe there is a reason there. And maybe now these things that you thought, I mean, you know, maybe you have a lot of earth energy in your chart, so you have more like a pragmatic way of doing than more feeling. And so you think, no, I mean, this is not something that is even in my interest. I mean, it's just, I don't care. But with all these planets here and all these squares that are happening and these influences that are coming, this 12th house, Pisces, it's gonna put you in this position where you most probably will want to isolate a little bit yourself, or take time for yourself to go through this energy, the moon energy. Because you know that there is something here that you still need to work on. And you know, the Mercury retrograde, it's gonna be on retrograde until, in this 12th house, until the 20th or the 21st of February, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I mean, you know, Mercury retrograde, things of the past coming back, information gets delayed, technology sucks. Maybe if you were expecting to sign for a project or a contract, it's getting delayed as well. It doesn't matter. Things are gonna start moving direct by the end of the month. And most certainly after the full moon in Virgo in your 7th house here. Whatever was maybe hidden is what is gonna start coming more clear to you here, Pisces. And you know, one thing that happened to me while I was looking at your astrology, and I started already meditating with the cards. Like, you get the Magician here, and when I saw this card appearing, and you know what, I think I'm gonna call this video this way: the Artist. I mean, if I will have to associate an energy, the energy of an artist, or the image of an artist, will be the card of the Magician. Because the Artist, and you know, Pisces, you have that Neptunian, characteristics that allow you to see beyond what is just right there. You are the fish that is swimming in the big ocean and who is always looking for expanding limits. And you know, such a creative energy here is coming, and you know what, it's coming from that moon. So maybe all these emotions that you might be experiencing right now, Pisces, and yeah, maybe delays, and all these, maybe even, I gotta say, I mean, memories, or even relationships or experiences that mark your life quite strongly in the last period. I'm even probably talking about your childhood here, maybe even mother memories or like parenting memories are very important this month. And they are making you realize, and it's, even though they might feel, yes, very emotional, and sometimes, I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel comfortable at all. I mean, sometimes there are memories that we'll prefer that they will never come back, or emotions that we don't never want to experience anymore. Oh my God, talking about emotions. Pisces. But the artist. But for you, Pisces, going through these emotions and going through these, maybe even feeling a lot of melancholy, and going into this deepness that maybe for a long time you didn't experience, Pisces. Maybe until now you thought that this was something that you already knew, that you already worked in the past, but bam, this month it's coming back to you again, and you're like, it's coming back, you know? Well, it's coming probably back because you still need to work on it. And because you know that there is something here that you still need to explore, to dive deep, really deep, so that you can become this, you know, because this is how I see it. And this is when I saw the magician coming and I was talking about the artist, and you know, I was even laughing when this word, this image came in my head, because as I said, I mean, the artists, they need to do things that most of people are not, they don't allow themselves to do. It's almost like also the energy of the Fool, but it's so emotionally, like whatever you're experiencing right now that you're feeling. And I think right now with this moon in Aquarius there in your 12th house, it's making you grow, Pisces. It's making you grow. It's making you become the King of Cups. I mean, this is the highest core card to get from the elements of water, from the cups, you know, your element. So something here is making you become more mature. You're healing your emotions, Pisces, this month. And because of this healing process, this is taking you to a place where you are being able to create something and to manifest something here that has a lot of potential. It's true. It's just the beginning. You know, it's just the first arcane. So there is still a long road to go here, no? This is a long path. But it's like you are becoming El Mago. And it's like maybe this dark, and I'm gonna say dark, but you know, I don't think you're experiencing it in dark way. I think you're more experiencing it in a way that, as you know, acceptance, that this is also part of yourself, that this is also, you know, this is also part of you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be this. I mean, Pisces. Huh. The Tower. Maybe things coming to the light this month. And, you know, when I said about this aspect of, you know, Uranus is the planet that is the rebellious planet, is the planet of the future, and he's now sitting in Taurus, in a sign that it's all about traditions and staying with the old, wanting to keep old structures. But you know, Uranus doesn't want to keep these old structures. He wants to break them through, because it's like he knows that these old structures that we had put a lot of time to grow and to build, they were never built with the good basis here. So it's like keep on building on something that we know that at some point, inevitably, it's gonna fall off. Because it has to fall off. So that we can rebuild. And we can rebuild into something much more aligned to ourselves. Here. And you know, so Uranus clashing with Saturn. Like, so just to make you an idea, so Uranus, as I said, this planet of the future, visionary planet, but in Taurus, let's say, would be like their enemy. They are enemies. And then you have Saturn, which is, let's say, a planet that will be much more in harmony with Taurus. It's in Aquarius, in your 12th house, clashing with Uranus in Taurus. So you see the opposition here. It's like, I think that this aspect, this square, precise square, didn't happen in 20 years. And, you know, this is why these aspects in astrology are so important, because they don't happen often. And when they happen, they bring a lot with them. And so there is a battle between enemies here. But what we need to realize is that this battle and these two planets and these two signs that look like enemies, they can actually be friends. And that there is a lesson here to learn, you know, because when we go through, let's say, it's not about saying a square being it's bad. It's challenging. And this is challenging. A tower coming here, it's challenging. There is something here, Pisces, that you know that you cannot keep for longer. There is something here that you know it's coming to destruction. And you know, sometimes the destruction can be, it doesn't have to be necessarily dramatic. I mean, like a house being burned or no, I mean, sometimes this tower, I mean, it's more about talking about our inner selves and saying that there were maybe old beliefs or old ways of thinking here or old ways of doing that you know that you cannot keep any longer here. And I think that this month, when these clashes are coming, it's when you are getting that realization. It's when you're getting that aha moment of, yeah, I mean, I knew this, but I thought I could keep it for longer. And now I see that something is happening here that maybe is out of your control. I mean, something that could be unexpected. The Tower energy is that energy of when things happen, almost like an accident, unexpected, surprise. There is like a surprise factor here. Like you didn't see this coming, at least not fully. And when the Tower comes, sometimes we feel that we are not ready for the Tower. Because, we are just still keep on building on something that we know at some point is gonna fall or fell. So, but this falling and this research and going deeper and maybe, it's gonna feel quite challenging this month for Pisces, and maybe situations, it's like your intuition and your psychic this month, it's gonna be so strong, Pisces. Queen of Pentacles. It's gonna be so strong, your intuition, and you need to listen to it. Like, pay attention to your dreams this month. Because, we don't get too often to have so many planets there. And you know what? I mean, by the end of the month, we are starting your season. So, happy birthday to the early young Pisceans who are watching this video right now. But by the end of this month, you're gonna have the sun in your first house, and also Neptune, your planet, is gonna be in the first house when the sun enters. So this creativity and like coming to your element here, Pisces, like diving in this water and knowing that even though this might look scary to some people and sometimes even to you, I must say, I think that this is gonna give you so much. Like, it's gonna give you this it's like, I think your imagination, Neptunian energy is all about creativity, imagination. Artistic endeavors, creative endeavors here that are completely out of the physical realm, like, it's like maybe those aspects of you, Pisces, that maybe for some time right now you were more into practicalities and trying to get things done more in a pragmatic way, being more practical. And I think that maybe this is what some of the things here didn't work out, or they are just being in delay this month. But from the moment that we start your season, all the planets are moving direct, counting Mercury. So there is gonna be here a push to create something that I think is gonna be very new for you, Pisces, and something that it's gonna be very inspiring. And I don't think that this is gonna be inspiring just for you. I think this is also gonna be something that will inspire others to follow you, or to see your vision, to see how you can feel the world, So I want one last card, please. Well, let's see what it comes. But this King of Pentacles here, you have two kings in the reading. So if even right now, Six of Pentacles, if even right now you are feeling this energy, and I think that maybe there has been a pause, as I said, in some projects or things, or even short trips. Because you know the Eight of Wands is a lot associated to traveling or information, like fast communication, maybe, you know, emailing, or people are coming to visit you, or and there is Uranus and Mars in your third house, which is about short trips as well as education, basic education. I think that right now there has been, yeah, I mean, looking at the cards, I mean, you know, I'm just reading the cards and following my intuition with these cards. So you take what it resonates for you, all right? But if there's just been something, I mean, and maybe this is what you're experiencing right now, that has not worked as you expected. And maybe you were planning on traveling, or you were planning on doing a short trip, or you needed to relocate or move around from different places, and this is just something I'm like feeling right now. And I think that maybe this could really be related to your career and to your work. Something that you were trying to create here, and maybe this has been something that is your business, because King of Pentacles is, yeah, I mean, he's a businessman, you know, he is the owner of something, no, of an enterprise, a company or organization, association. And maybe there has been some troubles regarding these projects or these practicalities that right now are not being taking place as you wish they could, and there are some unexpected changes that feel quite, maybe this is what creates a lot of anxiety by the beginning of this month. But what I'm seeing here with the Six of Coins, Pisces, is that you are being able to balance out whatever the situation, and I mean, having this King of Pentacles as well, I mean, there is something here that you are being able to balance out. If you were having troubles economical speaking, you know, and here I'm getting more specific into the cards, but if you were having some troubles in administration, management of your economies, or maybe your practical life, your routine life, I think that this is the moment where you will be able to balance out if you had troubles here, okay? Six of Coins is you're balancing out, or maybe it could be that there is somebody that will come out in your environment that will help you out to arrive to this balance. And I really think it's related to your career or something that is quite tangible in your life. It's solving, but it's solving because of you as well putting harder work to manage the situation well. You know, it doesn't just come like this, okay? This is something that you know that you have to kind of pay attention to. And that's why you put work on it. And maybe somebody is helping you out to do this job so that you can, let's say, pay back that money, or maybe, get in balance your own personal economies here, or the economy of your enterprise or company. I mean, you know, that's quite specific. I know it's not gonna resonate with everybody, but I got to say it. And I want one last card here for Pisces. Please, one last card for Pisces. Just, I really love to see this energy, because having all these 12th house, 6 planets there, I mean, and I really think it's like, you know, when I saw the moon coming, it's like, I feel that really this is how you're feeling right now if you're watching this video right now. Is this, it's like being a lot in your emotions here, Pisces. You know that there is a situation here, or maybe something that is touching you at the hardcore here, like the base of your heart, no? Like, and maybe this is something that it does cause you some anxiety or fear even, you know, the moon card, it does brings a lot of times that fear. But I see that you're like working on it. It's like with such a grace. It's like you are wanting to, it's like you're looking, it's almost like I will feel that I will be talking to a Pisces who is wanting to go into the dark waters here. Or it's a need to go into the dark waters, like for some time. It's like the artist, no? Going beyond the limits. Creating things and allowing yourself to do things that normally people or normal people won't do. One last card, please. One last card for Pisces. What is coming here? And I love when this happens, because while I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking like, okay, this last card, I wanted to talk, to talk a little bit more about what is happening by the end of this month. And you're gonna have a full moon, as I said, in your 7th house. And here we have the 6 of Cups. An encounter with the past. Maybe somebody from the past is recontacting you, or you are recontacting someone from the past here. Somebody that you have a lot of emotions, or you share a deep connection, okay? This is not like a superficial relationship. And it's, even if it would be a new person, but I really don't think so, Pisces. I mean, I'm seeing at all these cards and I need to read as it comes in, you know, as I feel it. And I think that maybe by the end of this month, you will, something here regarding your relationships, and I believe most certainly like intimate relationships, something that will come out to the light. Something maybe is gonna be expressed, or you will express, or somebody will express to you, that will create this energy, or will bring back, because you know the 6 of Cups is a lot associated to past energy and maybe karmic, if you believe in karma, karmic relationships, you know, people that are in our path in our life and they are there to teach us something, whatever, if we are with them at the long term or not. But people that come with this energy, or relationships that come with this energy in your life, whatever, if it's friend or love related, I mean, it's people that do have a big impact in our emotions and our life, you know. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful energy, you know, like feeling again almost like this childish emotions, you know. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching, and I see you next month. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.